Hello, everyone. Let me start by apologizing for today and the technical issues we had. It's very frustrating. I'm sorry that we had to start that way, and hopefully they get that straightened out by tomorrow at the latest. In the meantime, I'm at home with Wi-Fi I can trust, so I should be good. Making this video just for those of you who couldn't get anything out of what we did today because it was so broken up and just a disaster. So I want to show you some Khan Academy stuff. That was where today's assignment is. I had a whole lot more I want to talk to you about, but we'll stick with this just for today. I see you all joined the class, which is good. You're all enrolled in the class. You all have the assignment. So everybody should be good to go. If you previously used Khan Academy, I'm not sure if you got this from the Zoom today, but if you previously used Khan Academy, your previous teachers are probably still listed in your account. And that might just make it kind of jumbled and tough to navigate through. So any 6th or 7th grade teachers you had, you can erase them. So you can, when you're on your page, so you see your name is at the top right-hand corner. Make sure you're logged in under your name. Make sure you're using your school account, obviously, to log in. When you're on your main page, and if you're not on your main page, you can click on your name and click on Learner Home. And Learner Home should take you to this page right here where you see your assignments and everything else. Scroll down to the bottom where it says Teachers on the left. Click on Teachers. I'm in a student account that I created just to show you through the different parts of the website. And look over here where it says Your Teachers. And you should see me, E. Wonderland. That's me. If you see anybody else who's not a current teacher, go ahead and remove them. So you may have like a language arts teacher, or a science teacher, or somebody who's going to use Khan Academy here or there. So if you're a current teacher, obviously leave them. But if you have a non-current teacher, a previous teacher, remove them from your account. And it'll archive you in their class. Okay? And then go back and click Assignments. Or you can also go back and just click Learner Home. If I'm the only class, and this is the only screen you'll get. But if you do have another teacher, over here on the left, it says Wonderland, and it says whatever it says, Block 4 Pre-Algebra. If you have another teacher, will be listed here. Make sure you're clicking on the assignments underneath of the Wonderland class. And then it'll give you your assignment list. If you've never navigated through Khan Academy, there are assignments that are due now and assignments you've done in the past. Active assignments are due now. These are the 2 assignments that I assigned to you today. I assigned to myself today just to show them to you. It tells you the due date. I usually follow a midnight due date. For those of you who like to do a little bit of work in the evening and complete your work that way, I usually have a midnight due date for assignments on the day that they're assigned most of the time. Sometimes you'll get a multi-day assignment, but usually they'll be the day they're assigned. You do one day at a time. If there's anything that you missed or you need to know your score for something, or if you have makeup work you need to do because you missed an assignment and it's late, you'd find them under the past section. You'd click past, and here are some past assignments I assigned to myself and the dates that they were due. And if I hadn't even started them yet, the blue start button would be here. But like this was 100, so it's good. This one, that 29, I would click try again and do it again to raise that score up because I allow you to do these as many times as you want. I'll repeat that multiple times. So I'm going to go back to active. I'm going to click on the first one, comparing and ordering absolute values. Don't click here. Click over here where it says start. And when you click start, it'll open up your skill. It tells you how many questions it is. It's 7 questions long. And let's go. So you have a blank here. And you have to fill in the blank with either a less than, a greater than, or an equal to sign, comparing these 2 numbers. Well, the number on the right is 2.6. That's pretty straightforward. The number on the left is the absolute value of 2.6. If you remember what absolute value means, it means it's the distance away from 0 on a number line. But basically, it just takes every number that's in there, and when you find the absolute value of a number, it turns that number into a positive no matter what it is. This is already a positive, so it's just going to remain positive. This number will remain is 2.6. So now my left side and right side are both 2.6. These 2 values are equal. I click check, they celebrate, yay for me, and my little button, my little dot here turns green. That means I got my answer right, and I got it right the first time I tried this question. that means I'll get credit for getting it right. All right, this next question I'm going to intentionally get wrong to show you what happens. So this absolute value of negative 4/3 will become positive 4/3 by the absolute value rule. And the absolute value of negative 8/3 become positive 8/3 with the absolute value rule. So now you have positive 4/3 on the left, positive 8/3 on the right. Obviously 8/3 is bigger than 4/3. So this less than symbol should be my answer. 4/3 is less than 8/3. But I'm going to click greater than just to show you what happens if you get it wrong. If I click check, it tells me not quite yet. And it gives me a chance to try it again. So if I try it again, oh, you know what? It's this one. And now I have it right, but if you look at my little dots here, the second dot for this question is gray. I did get the right answer, but not on the first try, so I won't get credit for this in my grade at the end. You have to get it right the first time in this attempt to get credit. The other way you can get an answer right and not earn credit for it is by using the hints or videos. So down here at the bottom it says watch a video, use a hint. You click on that, it gives you a link to a video you can watch created by this guy, Salman Khan, on this Khan Academy website, and he will tutor you on the skill. If you watch the video, I do believe it still gives you credit for the question if you get it right. But you can also get a hint. Once you get a hint, it says, I don't know this if you can see, this is very light typing. If you use a hint, this problem won't count towards your progress. Try your best and work it out first. Once you click get a hint, no matter what you do now, when you get the answer right, it won't give you credit for getting it right. There are 5 hints, because this is hint number 1 out of 5. So I can get another hint, and I can get a third hint, and I can get a fourth hint, and I can get a fifth hint. And usually the fifth hint is the answer. It's a greater than symbol. So now if I go in and I type in my greater than symbol for my answer, and I check it, I got it right on the first try, but I get no credit because I use the hints. So only use the hints if you're totally stuck and don't know how to do it and need to tutor yourself or teach yourself on how to answer the question. Once you use the hints, you don't get credit for answering the question. You'll end up having to go back and do the entire skill again to get that credit. All right, I'm going to answer another one right. This is a least to greatest order. This is a drop and drag, click and drag. So the smallest number out of these is negative 56. So I'm going to click that and drag it to the front. And then negative 23, I'll drag that to second. And then 2/3 is third. And the absolute value of 86, which is actually positive 86, is the largest number. And I check. And there we go. I got it right on my first try, so I get my green credit. All right. Now, let's say that you're working on this and by accident, so this little pop-up window right here, by accident, you click on the outside of it and it's gone. Oh my God, I did all that work and it's gone. Everything auto saves real time. So if you go back and I click start again, it still says start because I haven't finished it yet. It's not going to take me to question 1. It's going to take me to question 5. So now let's see. I'm going to fill in some answers. The absolute 8.6 is greater than negative 8. So that's my greater than. Negative 1/4 absolute value is positive 1/4. So these two things are equal. Get my greens. And the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. These are equal again. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 right on the first try. Show my summary, 5 out of 7. That would be not a very good grade. So I would do it again. I think it's a 71. I would do it again. So I click done, shows you my 71, and I can try the skill again. And I allow you to do this as many times as you want to get the grade that you are comfortable with, that you want. Hopefully that's 100 or at least a good grade. Now if I start it again, take a look. It gives me a different question. You don't get the same set of questions the second time. So it's not like you can just do it the first time, get all the answers, go back and do it again. You get different questions. It's not quite that easy. But at least now you have the idea of how to do it. Okay? That's how you complete your assignments. When you complete the assignments, it'll tell you what your score is, and if it's less than 100, it'll give you the option to try again. I have it set so you can try it multiple times until you are happy with your grade. I keep repeating that because people forget that sometimes. All right, that's how you complete those Khan Academy assignments. I'm going to click on the second one just to show you something. Let's see if I can get this question. There we go, perfect. So I have an A on the number line and a B on the number line. A looks like it's on, I'm gonna write a little note here. A looks like it's at -1 on the number line. And B is at 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So now I identified what A and B are. That's my first step to be able to compare them. I need to know what the numbers are. Then I have 3 true and false questions. I have to answer all 3 of them. Is A less than B? Yes, A is less than B. That's true. Is the absolute value of A greater than B? Well, the absolute value of -1 would be 1. So that's not greater than B. That's still less. That's a false. And is A less than the absolute value of B? Well, the absolute value of positive 3.5 is still positive 3.5. So yes, A is less than that. But I'm going to put this one wrong for now, just to see what happens. If I check, oh, not quite, I'm going to need to fix something, and I can try again. If you don't want to try again because you're not going to get credit for it and you're frustrated, click down here where it says move on, and it moves you to the next question. So you don't necessarily have to continue to get that question wrong until you get it right. If you're stuck on it and frustrated and you know you're not going to get credit for it now anyway, you can move on. And then you can always restart it when it's done and go back and start over. Now, you can't restart immediately. So I got the first question wrong. I'm mad. I wanted to get 100. So I'm just going to restart because I already got the first question wrong. So I click on the outside here. I'm like, all right, I'm going to start over. Remember, it doesn't start you over. It starts you where you left off at question 2. So you're going to have to do all 4 questions first, even if you get them wrong. So what some people in the past have done is said, well, I'm just going to click anything and get it wrong and skip for now, and click anything and get it wrong and skip for now, and click anything and get it wrong and skip for now, just so I can get to the end, just so I can restart it and try again. All right, that's just a little shortcut to eliminate some of your frustration, I hope. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully things go way better tomorrow, and we will Zoom tomorrow at 1:10, just like today. I will see you then. Have a good night.